Greetings. I am Frances Parnell, speaking for the Gardening for Wildlife Committee of Cape Fear Garden Club. I'm excited to introduce an effort by both the North Carolina and the National Wildlife Federations whereby you can have your landscape designated as a certified wildlife habitat. All you're asked to do is provide 5 essentials for those members of the animal kingdom with whom you wish to share your space. These essentials are water, food, cover, places to raise young, all undergirded by the principle of sustainability. I am inviting you to make your landscape a special place for you and wildlife. My friends from Cape Fear Garden Club are here to show you some ways to provide these essentials today. This is just the beginning of a new future for you. There is a checklist to guide you all the way. Let's get started.
Gardening for Wildlife, water sources. Wildlife needs clean drinking water to survive. Birds especially need water in order to keep their feathers in good working order, while other species, including some amphibians, insects, and other wildlife, actually live in water. You can provide this habitat in a variety of ways, from a simple bird bath or a shallow dish of water to a water garden or a pond. Other water sources may include natural features such as a pond, a marsh, lakes, rivers, springs, oceans, and wetlands. Any natural water source on your property can count. If you live in a coastal, river, or bay area, that body of water counts as your habitat's water source if it is visible and adjacent to your property.
Birds love bird baths, so they're a great way to put out the welcome mat for your favorite wildlife species. All you need for your bird bath is a cleaning brush and some water from a hose or a watering can. You can purchase a bird bath or make your own. You can also place large plant saucers on tree stumps, logs, or large plant pots. To entice small birds to jump in, a bath should be no more than 3 inches deep. To allow birds to get a foothold while bathing, the interior surface should be textured. Set up your bird bath near shrubs or trees. Whether you place them on bases or directly on the ground, select locations where birds can have easy access to cover in order to avoid cats or other predators.
You've chosen your bird bath to put on your deck or your patio or in your garden. Here are a few hints to keep your bird bath prepared for your birds all year round. Keep your bird bath ice-free in winter. You can invest in an electric or a solar water heater designed expressly for that purpose. Or you can move it into your garage or your basement until the ice melts and rotate your bird bath with water from a water can or hose. In order to keep the water fresh and healthy for your birds, clean your bird bath regularly in the summertime with your scrub brush. This involves scrubbing out any bird droppings and algae. It's important to change standing water regularly to avoid mosquito larvae breeding. When you've done these few steps for maintenance, you and your birds can enjoy your bird bath year-round.
Today I will show you how to provide a simple water source for bees and butterflies. The items needed for this project include the following. We need a clay pot and saucer, a can of spray, your choice of color, some strong glue that will dry clear, some colorful stones, as well as some small rock. You spray paint the outside of the pot and the top of the saucer. Turn the painted clay pot upside down and glue the underside of the saucer to the bottom of the pot. This will create a miniature bird bath. These rocks that we put in provide a perch for the butterflies and bees while taking a sip of water. This is what the final product looks like.
Hello, I'm Becky Hardy, and I would like to talk to you about container water gardens, which are small above-ground ponds that can provide a permanent source of water for birds and other small animals. To enable small birds to drink from the container, either keep the water level close to the rim or provide a branch on which they can perch. Most types of non-porous containers will work. Select the right size in relation to the size of the plants. Try to avoid containers that previously held wine or whiskey, as the wood can hold bacteria. You can use a liner if you prefer. Strive for a balanced selection of water plants such as floating leaf aquatics, oxygenated grasses, bog and marginal water plant species. 4 to 5 plants can fill a pot that has a 16-inch diameter and is about 12 inches deep. As far as the soil to use aquatic soil as it's easiest to work with, but the best option is clay soil as it holds nutrients and anchors all plants very well. Gravel can be used for short plants but has no nutrients. Remember not to use potting soil as it will just float to the surface. For maintenance and mosquito deterrents, you can use bubblers or fountains, which are solar or electrically sourced. Mosquito dunks can be purchased at your local garden center. You can use small goldfish or mosquito fish. To prevent algae, cover 2/3 of the water's surface using water lilies, floaters, or other plants that shade the surface of the water.
Vernal pools are a type of wetlands, sometimes resembling larger puddles. The pools go by a variety of names: prairie potholes, whale wallows, hog wallows, sinks, and kettles. They fill small basins at the base of trees or in natural depressions in the landscape with rainwater or snow melt, and they are not connected to any other water source. When trees are without leaves in winter and early spring, the groundwater remains uncollected by the tree roots. It stays at the surface and collects in pools. Dead leaves attract insects, which can be food for salamanders and other amphibians, and they offer hiding places from predators. The seasonal bodies of water show up in the spring and disappear by summer. Vernal is derived from the Latin word for spring. While their fleeting presence is often overlooked, they play a critical role in the ecology of many forests and prairies by sheltering species, including declining amphibians. Vernal pools are important because they offer wildlife such as salamanders, crickets, frogs, and other amphibians a place to lay their eggs where they won't be eaten by fish. These pools are fishless because they do not retain water year-round. Many vernal pools are on private lands, and many have been lost to development and drought. Tips for maintaining vernal pools. 1. Do not fill areas of natural depression and let the areas dry up naturally. Since these pools will become dry by summer, mosquitoes do not have warm enough water to lay eggs. 2. Leave trees, brush, and dead logs in place, which can attract many types of wildlife. Do not dump or dig into a vernal pool, which can affect the area's ability to hold water. Leave space around a vernal pool at a minimum of 100 feet of natural buffer to maintain the habitat and food supply for its residents.